Good.
Okay. Hi guys. Welcome again. Another afternoon at Concept Store. Today we're going to be talking about the fruit and vegetable sterilizer. So we'll start the whole thing in 5 minutes, 3 p.m. Get comfortable, sit down, find a place, grab a snack. Get ready to talk about this fruit and vegetable sterilizer. Alright. Ooh, Limbert Gritare is an early bird. Hello, good afternoon. We're going to start in 5 minutes. We're going to talk about the vegetable sterilizer, the fruit and vegetable sterilizer, or a multifunctional sterilizer from Condura, which you can get from the Concept Store. So sit back, relax. We will start in a few minutes. Ooh, Al Postrado is here and he says hi. Hi Al Postrado. Alright, get ready guys. This is going to be a fun one. We are going to talk about food safety. We're going to talk about fruits and vegetables. We're going to talk about the fruit and vegetable sterilizer, also known as a very multifunctional sterilizer. Okay, if you were here yesterday and if you were here on the last one, the air fryer, let us know in the comments. Very glad to have you guys here again. We're going to have another live stream talking about more appliances that you should probably have at your home. This is going to be very fun, very relevant to our current situation, making sure that we are consuming the safest foods as possible, of course, very important, and also making sure we're taking care of our bodies. So we will get to that in 3 minutes. So hi everybody who is watching. Hello. Welcome to the Concept Store Facebook live stream. Alright. Manning the camera right now is my dad. Say hi, Dad.
Hi.
Yeah. So we're going to have a fun live stream. We're going to talk about this multifunctional sterilizer. We're going to learn about Concept Store. We're going to learn about food safety and its importance and the things that we can do to make sure that our food is safe. And not only our food, but of course, other things that you can use with this sterilizer. 2 minutes. Okay, we're still on that 2-minute mark. Get ready, guys. Fruit and vegetable sterilizer. This is by Condura, so get ready. Get ready to talk it up. I love the blue, baby blue box here. One of my favorite colors is turquoise, so this is going to be a fun box to open up. Although you can already see the sterilizer right here, so surprise. Okay. We're going to start in a few minutes, guys. So tell your friends, share this live stream to anybody you think might benefit from learning about food safety, and of course who was thinking about buying a sterilizer for their fruits and vegetables. This live stream is definitely for them to understand the science behind it, its importance, and how to use it. So make sure to share this live stream before we start in 1 minute. 1 more minute, guys. Get ready. Alright. Fruit and vegetable sterilizer. You can get it from Concept Store. We've got some fruits and vegetables here. Okay, no fruits. Well, technically a zucchini is a fruit. So, fruits and vegetables over here. We're going to test it out. We're going to show you how to use it. All of those things. So get ready. Yes, tag your friends, tell your friends to come on over because this is a live stream right now, which is definitely replayable, of course, if you guys want to watch it again or you want to tell your friends about it. Oops! It is 3 p.m. time. So let's begin. Hello guys, welcome to the Concept Store Facebook live stream. My name is Jo Sebastian. I'm a registered nutritionist and dietitian. And today we are going to be talking about the fruit and vegetable sterilizer, otherwise known as a very multifunctional sterilizer. As you can see here, you're going to be able to wash fruits, wash vegetables, wash fish and meat. You can wash tableware, sterilize milk bottles. You can also sterilize for health, aka your hands, and you can also household sterilize, So this is going to be one thing you'd love to add into your home, especially now that we are making sure that everything that enters our home is as clean as possible. So I want to first say thank you for coming over to the Concept Store Facebook page. If you don't know, Concept Store is owned by a conception company. They are all about redefining your concept of living with modern appliances that you can get from Concept Store. They are multifunctional, they are also practical, they are progressive, they are also pretty sleek, pretty cute, would definitely fit in your home, whatever aesthetic you're looking for. And aside from that, they're really about living the possibilities. Living the possibilities of having a cleaner household, cleaner food, and of course, living the possibility of you being able to get anything you want within 24 hours, if Metro Manila, and free shipping within Metro Manila as well. So, quick thing for you guys to know is that up until 4 p.m., you can use the code JoSebastian10 for 10% off of your purchase in concepstore.ecom. So if you guys want to buy anything, or if you want to buy this fruit and vegetable sterilizer, you better buy it now. Free shipping, you can get it tomorrow within 24 hours. Free shipping within Metro Manila. Okay, so, oh yeah, almost forgot. If you guys want to join the Concept Store communities on Viber and Facebook, that's Concept Store Community. They post everything that's new coming out, any restocks, any events, anything like that. So join the community to learn more about the products and learn about everything that you can add into your home. So that you can what? Live the possibilities. Yes. Alright, let's get started on talking about this one right here. This beautiful, beautiful sterilizer. We're going to talk about it. One thing you should know, this is the Condura Fruit and Vegetable Sterilizer, also known as the Multifunctional Sterilizer. So this is 8,500 pesos on the Concept Store site, and you can get 10% off if you use the code JoSebastian10 up to 4 p.m. So come on closer and check out this fruit and vegetable sterilizer. All right, come on. So we have here the cover. This is the lid. We're just gonna pop it off. Oh, I closed it. There we go, open and close. Right? We have, this is the bottle holder. This is what holds the bottles for, if you're doing any baby bottles or baby tableware and stuff like that. This is now the basket right here. It also has a handle, so it's easier to carry. This over here is our main base right here. This is the bottle holder. And, oh wait, that's not the bottle holder. This is our main base. And then over here is the power base, where you can see there are settings for fruits and vegetables. There are settings for fish and meat, for baby items, and then the on and off button. And the power source is right here. So we're gonna plug in right there, and it's ready for use. And we'll get to more about how to use this in a bit. You can head backwards now into our station, because what we're going to talk about is, before of course we get into the whole thing of this fruit and vegetable sterilizer, the first thing I want to get into is understanding food safety and its importance, right? Food safety is so important. Food safety is a responsibility to share. For you, for me, and for everyone around us, especially if we are cooking food, we have to make sure we are doing our best to practice food safety for everyone who will be eating the food that we're going to prepare and all of those things. So with a fruit and vegetable sterilizer or this multifunctional sterilizer, you have the opportunity to practice through clean eating, or what we say. We often hear in the dieting world, yung clean eating na yan. For me, through clean eating would be making sure that you are eating foods that are well sanitized and sterilized to make sure that you are keeping your body safe, because food safety is a very critical part of health. So let's first define what is food safety. No? Food safety is one, it's a responsibility to share for you, for me, especially if I'm preparing the food, everyone around me, I will be responsible for the food that they're going to be eating. So I want to make sure the food I'm preparing is safe, right? That's a very important thing. Everyone has the right to safe, sufficient, and nutritious food. And so when we're able to really make sure that we're consuming safe food, we are making sure that our health is being taken care of. Health isn't just about exercise and diet, though they are big factors. There are so many other things that comes to play. And one of those things is food safety. So food safety is pretty much just the process of handling, preparing, and storing food in a way that will minimize contaminants or foodborne illnesses. Yeah, so we'll talk about those in a bit. Especially now, although WHO did say that it is highly unlikely for us to contract the virus, through food and food packaging, it's still very important to practice, not only to keep away from that, but to keep our health safe as well. So the food preparation process goes from planning your food, purchasing your food, preparing your food, cooking, storing, serving. And in each step, there are high chances that we're not able to, handle every single situation or control the safety of our food. So in every step, we try to find measures, the best measures, to make sure that our food is safe. And especially during the preparation part, having a multifunctional sterilizer is a great step to ensure food safety. Okay, so some things that threaten our food safety are what we call contaminants. So we have three types of contaminants. There's the physical contaminant, chemical contaminant, and biological contaminant. Physical contaminants are actual physical contaminants you find in your food. Mga pieces of glass, strands of hair, mga band-aid, di ba minsan baka may nakain tayo doon once in a while. Those are called physical contaminants to our food. When we're saying chemical contaminants, these are contaminants from pesticides, from the soil, from disinfectants. Kung ano nag-spray tayo ng surface, tapos hindi pala natin we didn't let it dry properly, so it's now going to go to our food. Or we didn't properly sterilize or clean out any of the kitchenware that we're using. These can transfer onto our food, which is now a chemical contaminant. And the third one is a biological contaminant. So this is now bacteria, viruses, fungi, or other microorganisms that can contaminate your food. So physical, chemical, and biological. And it's very hard throughout our process to make sure that every single thing around us is being taken care of. But if you grab yourself a multifunctional sterilizer like this one, you can already minimize the risk of chemical and biological contaminants to your food. The physical one is a little bit harder just because those are physical objects that would maybe fall in when you're cooking and stuff like that. So that one will have to be taken care of during the cooking process. But during the preparation and handling of food, you can minimize that risk of contaminants by sterilizing and making sure you are practicing proper food safety. Okay, so foodborne illnesses is something that I wanted to talk about because a lot of foodborne illnesses, there's about 200 plus diseases that can be contracted by foodborne illnesses or foodborne contaminants, usually the biological ones. So ito yung mga salmonella, E. coli, and those things usually happen from improper handling of food or contamination. So one way to make sure that your food is as least contaminated as possible is through proper sterilization. And you can do that by using a food sterilizer sterilizer or a multifunctional sterilizer, like this one. Alright, so now we're going to start talking about this sterilizer. And we're going to get to the grit of it, to get to know about it, to learn how it works, how is it going to help, and of course, how we can use it. So again, this is the fruit and vegetable sterilizer. You can get it at Concept Store. This one is 8,500 pesos, but you can get 10% off by using the code Jo Sebastian 10 up to 4 p.m. So guys, get it now. You can get it by tomorrow. They have 24-hour shipping within Metro Manila and free shipping within Metro Manila as well. So it's definitely going to be handy to allow you to live the possibilities of safer food. Okay, so one thing to note is that all you need for this sterilizer is the sterilizer itself, a place to plug it in, and water. And any water will do, whether that be tap water, ionized water, except for pure water. But any water and temperature will definitely be viable to use this sterilizer right here. I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to plug it in. Oh, there. It's lighting up? Yeah, it's lighting up. Okay. So we got to make sure that it's nice and steady here. And take out the lid, the bottle holder. One thing I want to show you guys first. So these are the parts again. I'm going to go back to it. The lid, bottle holder, because you don't just clean your fruits and vegetables, you can also clean baby materials, baby items. Right here we have a basket. And then we have here, there's holes. This is where the ionization of the water, or the electrolysis, water electrolysis will start to happen with the electrodes right here. 4. And then you have the power base that has all the buttons for fruits and vegetables, fish and meat. You have baby items, and then you have the on and off button. So very simple and easy to use. I didn't need much time to figure it out. It was really, really simple. So we're going to get to how to use it now. So after putting in, of course, your cord in the power outlet, is it output, input, you're going to put in your base, and then you're going to put in your basket. So I'm putting in my basket right there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab whatever it is you want to sterilize. Today we're going to sterilize some fruits and some vegetables. Mostly vegetables, but we're going to sterilize that. So first step, let's say you got it, let's say you're keeping it and you're storing it like this, right? So open lid, insert objects one at a time. One thing to note is kapag sobrang dumi ng vegetables nyo, yung may dumi-dumi pa, linisin nyo muna. Okay, very important yun. Because this is going to sterilize it, but it's not going to remove the physical dirt per se. Like, you know when you're washing your hands, you want to make sure you're soaping first before you use alcohol. This is the extra mile, the extra step to cleanliness that you need. So if you have really big, bulky, physical products or contaminants right on your food items, make sure to kind of clean it off a little bit. But so there's our nice kind of clean carrot here. I'm just going to take this part off. I'm going to pop it in. Another one. Carrots are great for vitamin A source, guys. Beta-carotene, a great antioxidant to keep your skin healthy, your immune system healthy. Make sure if you're consuming vitamin A sources, you're also consuming a fat source para ma-ensure na ma-absorb. Carrots. You can mix and match your fruits and vegetables. I have here now a zucchini. Fun fact, zucchinis are actually considered to be fruits. So this is not a vegetable, this is a fruit. I'm popping that in. Okay. Another zucchini. We're going to stop at these 5 items first. So for long items like, let's say, celery, you're going to want to chop it before you plop it in. Kasi, syempre kapag ang haba, tapos nakaganyan, medyo mahirap naman, you know. You want there to be more surface area para mas madalian rin yung tubig natin. Same goes for, let's say, items like lettuce. Best if you separate all of the pieces of all of the leaves first, so it's really sure that it's clean, because you want to make sure you get into the, you know, the inside of the lettuce as well. All right. So step 1, step 2 put your items in. Step 3, submerge everything with water. So I have some water over here. Sana kaya natin to. Here we go. Gonna pour it there. Everything must be submerged in the water. Okay? Kailangan nasa loob siya ng tubig. Although if it floats, syempre, less dense things float talaga pagka fruits and vegetables. Basta as much as possible, naka-submerge siya sa loob. By the way, if you guys have any questions, just pop them on in the comments and I will get to them shortly. Jeffrey H. Chua says, nice product. Yes, it is a very, very nice product. And I will show you how cool it actually is when we start sterilizing. Okay, now, there is an open and close direction here. You just have to find the position. There is a pointed part here. There's a pointed part here, like a picture. You can pop it down. Oh, yeah, you can pop it down and close. Oops. Close. Oh, okay. Let me just fix up this. There, okay. So my basket wasn't fully down as you saw, so make sure your basket is fully down. Now we're gonna pop it in close, other way. Here we go. Alright, it's closed. Next step, turn it on. Press the on button. Press your setting, vegetables. And there it starts. It's a party sterilization. Look at that, the lights are coming in, the water is now electrolyzing, and now there's a party as our fruits and vegetables gets clean. So it's going to take about 10 minutes for fruits and vegetables and about 15 minutes for fish and meat products. But you can definitely check out the manual that's going to come with it if you want to learn more about how long you're supposed to keep it in. But it has a self-timer, so it will tell you when it's over. So super easy and functional. Kung ay parang, ay magluluto ako, ayaw ko na maglinis ng fruits and vegetables ko, pop it in, rest ka muna, chill, and it will do all the work for you. So, as you can see, the water is getting murky, getting dark, our vegetables are there. So the next thing we're going to now find out is, how does it work? How does just water, wala tayong nilagay na baking soda, vinegar, wala tayong nilagay na, what we call this, vegetable wash, mga ganun. Because the science and technology of this product is known as water catalyst sterilization. Yeah. So, oh, we have a comment here. Alpha Strada says, love the lights. Yes. Nagpa-party sila kasi nalilinis na sila. Sabi na, woo! Okay, meron tayong may strobe light effect pa tayo sa paglinis ng gulay natin, di ba? Kakaiba. So, oh, again, if you guys want to grab yourself this multifunctional sterilizer, go to concepstore.ecom. It's 8,500 pesos. You can use the code Jo Sebastian 10 to get 10% off up to 4 p.m. So you have about 40 minutes to go and grab this at 10% off. There's 24-hour shipping and free delivery within Metro Manila. So grab one right now because you'll get it tomorrow. Okay, alright, so let's learn how it works. So water electrolysis is what happens, and I'm just gonna get to the base of it kasi pati ako na ano sa science, medyo nakakaloka. So, water, right? In grade school, I think we learned that water is composed of H2O, 2 hydrogen molecules and 1 oxygen molecule. During water electrolysis, it's gonna split the H2O into 1 H and an OH. This is called a hydroxyl ion, yung OH natin, hydroxyl ion. Now, ang gagawin ng hydroxyl ion natin, i-attack niya yung wall ng mga bacteria and other lipoproteins. So, the wall is, they are usually afraid of water. Yung mga, parang, what we call this, guarding the bacteria itself. Diba? Yung skin natin, or yung skin nila, medyo takot yan sa tubig. So the OH, or the hydroxyl ion, is going to attack that wall until it can penetrate the bacteria and destroy it from the outside in. Yeah, so you don't need any of those other mechanisms because it's going to do this through hydroxyl ions. It's bubbling right now inside. I would like to think that that bubbling is the bacteria crying for help. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so that's how it works. The water is split into a hydrogen and a hydroxyl ion. The hydroxyl ion, or the O, is going to now attack your bacteria until it's going to break it apart and kill it. And now it's gone and your food is sterilized. So that's how it works. Very simple. Doesn't need any extra, what do we call this, disinfectants or detergents. All it needs is the water electrolysis happening from the power base of the sterilizer. So don't need anything else but what you need to sterilize and water. Again, water enough to make sure your products are well submerged. Okay, it has to be submerged in. Some fruits and vegetables do tend to float because they are less dense than water. Let's see if we have any comments here. Adrian, what is the maximum content capacity for optimal sterilization? Good question. So, we have here our maximum capacity, which is, the volume is up to 12 liters. So, you can definitely check it out and see what your maximum capacity is. So, this can take up to 12 liters, but we'll make sure that, of course, we're seeing what it can take. You can see that in our stuff. Oh, Gian Ann says, hi guys, join po kayo new group giveaways. Yun po yung gamit na hindi niya na nagagamit. Oh, okay, so alright. We have here Limbert Peter who says, for sterilization of baby bottles, you need to put 4 at a time. Yes, see right here, this is our bottle holder. So our bottle holder has 4 prongs. So you can definitely fit 4 at a time. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at, oh, somebody here said, Kiko Raleigh says, can we use that also for utensils or only for food? Okay, so we were actually going to get to that. You can sterilize food here, fruits and vegetables, fish and meat, baby items, yung mga bottles, and all of those other stuff, maybe mga rattles, ganun. But you cannot put stainless steel products, you cannot put metal products, iron products, and all of those things because makukorrode sila. Because they are, the ions here will react to the ions of those products. So, because of the science of the water hydrolysis and all of those things, we do not want to put items that will oxidize, which is yung mga gold, silver, stainless steel, and iron. Okay? So, a few more tips for food safety that I wanted to talk about. Food safety isn't just about, sterilizing your foods. It's also about many other parts in the food preparing process. I have 5 words that I want you to remember when you're thinking about food safety. This is clean, separate, cook, store, and safe. So again, that is clean, separate, cook, store, and safe. So clean meaning we want to keep the things that we are using clean. So that be equipment or tableware, you can sterilize it here. Your food items, you can sterilize it here as well. Or any other surfaces that you're going to be using when you're cooking, you want to make sure it is clean. So first clean it with your soap and detergent, and then for that extra level of sterilization, you can pop it into this sterilizer, this multifunctional sterilizer here, to make sure any bacteria or any lipoproteins around will get destroyed. And the next one we have is separation. So when we talk about separating, this is separating your cooked food from your raw food and separating your cleaning detergents from your non-cleaning detergents or your food products, right? You want to make sure you're storing them separately in your house and you're not keeping them together, especially your raw and uncooked. Especially for raw and uncooked meat. If you're storing it in the ref, dapat magkahiwalay na lalagyan. If you're gonna prepare it, dapat separate chopping board as much as possible, yung raw tsaka cooked products. If ever you do only have one chopping board, wash na lang natin in between para ma-ensure na walang contamination. Diba we talked a while ago about the contaminants, physical, chemical, and biological. One thing that can happen is the biological contamination of raw and cooked food. So the first one was clean. Clean your equipment, clean your food, clean your surface, separate cooked versus uncooked food, as well as your cleaning material from your food. Even when you're shopping, as much as possible, huwag natin ilagay sa same place pag sa cart, kasi you don't know if baka nakabukas pala yun, tapos magkakaroon ng contamination. And then the next thing we want to talk about is cook, which is important to cook your food all the way through, especially your meats. So there is a proper internal temperature for foods, specifically for meats, that will make sure all of the bacteria is nice and it's killed through. So make sure you cook all the way. And the next one is to store properly your food. Store hot foods in hot places, or keep hot foods hot, and keep cold foods cold. Now, it's very important to keep them at the right temperature. There is something called a temperature danger zone. So 4 degrees Celsius up to 60 degrees Celsius. That in between there, which is usually our atmospheric temperature, in that phase of that temperature, yan yung pinaka gusto na temperature ng bacteria. So especially for food that you're leaving outside or keeping out in the open, don't leave it longer than 4 hours at that temperature. If it hits 4 hours and it's still out, reheat na natin yan para ma-ensure na mawawala yung any bacteria that might have grown in that food item, because that is the optimal temperature for bacterial growth. So, clean, separate, cook all the way through, store in proper temperatures, and the last one is safe. Make sure you are purchasing from safe sources and you are drinking safe sources of water. Yun yung mga importante talaga, no? Make sure you are consuming and you know where you're getting it from, you trust the source you're buying from, you know that it will be safe. Like you will trust Concept Store to bring you guys this multifunctional sterilizer to your doorstep within 24 hours of your order, plus free shipping within Metro Manila, and you can get anything you want from there through the Concept Store site. So again, this sterilizer right here, 8,500 minus 10% if you use the code Jo Sebastian 10. So those are the things that we wanted to talk about for food safety. I just wanted to insert that here, especially how important it is right now to make sure we are consuming clean and safe food. So let's check out here if you have any more comments. So yes, we answered that one. Alright, so thank you guys again for everyone who is here right now. We are currently waiting for the sterilizer to finish sterilizing our vegetables. I'm actually going to use them for dinner, so it's going to be fun. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a few notes for usage, for when you're using this. Number one, keep it away from high temperature items. Kita naman natin na plastic po siya, so kapag malapit po siya sa mga maiinit na bagay, ayaw natin yon. Okay, so keep it away from high heat items. Number two is the body itself. We should not be soaking it when we're cleaning it. So as much as possible, mabilisan linis lang, and don't soak it for a long time, especially the body, because that's where the electrodes are in the bottom. So you don't want that to be soaking for a long time. Okay, when you are using this, again, your items should be completely submerged. So as you can see, our vegetables are as submerged as possible. Nagpo-float lang talaga yung iba nating mga gulay kasi they are less dense than water, so they tend to float up there. Ooh, looking here, we can see so many bubbles happening. Hello, bubbles. Bubble. Bubbly. Okay, so if the tub is lifted, so this is the tub, if it's lifted, your sterilizer will stop working. Actually, I'll show you guys later when we're done sterilizing this, the other mechanisms it has for safety. So the safety input that it has to make sure that it's not just working kahit na, syempre, hindi mo ginagamit, tapos naka-on pala. No? It has its safety mechanisms there. So, my favorite feature of this sterilizer is the lights. Nakatuwa. My party. Okay. Alright, so, we'll get again to the safety measures a little bit later. Looking into here, you have to make sure you're completely drying it before storing it. That's another very important, what do we call this, user note. And of course, do not sterilize metals because they will oxidize. So again, how does it sterilize things? Water electrolysis breaks the water into into H and OH. So our H2O, the composition of water, is broken into hydrogen and a hydroxyl ion. Hydroxyl ions are the ones that are going to start now attacking your bacteria, your lipoproteins, your cell walls, to destroy them and to kill them. So those hydroxyl ions will also oxidize metals if you put it in here. So make sure about that. So hello everybody who is entering the live right now. Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. We are talking about the fruit and vegetable sterilizer, also known as the multifunctional sterilizer. Because again, not just fruits, not just vegetables, meat, fish, baby items. Also listed down here, mga milk bottles. You can sterilize for your health. So water, you can use the water, right? You can just make some water there to start using. Oh, did you hear that? It's beeping. It's done. So you know it's done when the lights are off and you hear the beeping. So it's time to remove the items. So open, now we're gonna open it up to the right, lifting that up. You can come in closer right now to see what it looks like. So we can pop this up here. There we go. So you can see our fruits and vegetable. We have here the vegetable. We have another one. Just gonna remove it. There. So it's nice and sterilized. And you can look over here. The water is that murky color because of the hydrolysis, the electrolysis that was happening. So there. Everything is completely submerged. You can of course, mas madali if i-lift na lang natin yung basket, tapos i-remove natin, di ba? Yeah. So, alright, that is our, that was our sterilization. Right, you can pop on back there. And, oh, right, no detergents and alcohols needed when you're going to clean this. So if ever it starts to smell, the proper cleaning is to use citric acid, which is 50 grams to 450 ml to clean this. So you make a solution to make sure everything is clean. But of course, you'll see all of those in the manual when you grab yourself one of these. So if you guys have any questions. Oh, okay. Alpha Strada said, how do you know when it's finished sterilizing? So, and also Melanie Acosta. Yes, wow, so many people asking how it finishes. So the lights will turn off. There will be lights. So the lights will turn off and it will start beeping. It's gonna start beep, beep, beep. Just a few beeps. Tapos na. Hindi na siya mag-beep ulit. So, lalagay ko na yung fruits and vegetables ko dito sa side. Question here by Pia Adrian. Does it affect taste and or texture of food like vegetables? No, it does not. So it's just water. So again, wala kasi tayong nilagay na any type of detergents or anything like that. So nothing impacts the fruits and vegetables. Only the outside and the cleanliness of it, the sterilization lang talaga. The texture of it and anything like that, not impacted. One thing I want to note as well is it lessens your risk for chemical contaminants. Kasi hindi mo kailangan maglagay ng mga vegetable wash or anything that you are not sure of if na-remove properly kasi tubig lang yung ginagamit niya. Okay. Yes. Alright. So I want to show you guys the safety features that I was talking about. So I'm going to pop this closed. Is my basket on properly? No. Put my basket in properly. There we go. Lock and close. Turn this on. Put in the vegetable. There, the lights are turning on, which means it's starting. Now the water is you can see the bubbles are, okay, I turned it off, I'm sorry, again, there we go. It's on, it's bubbling. So super sensitive to touch lang yung mga buttons natin. Sobrang dali lang niyang i-press, no? Okay, so now you can see the bubbles are happening, the water electrolysis is happening, the party is happening, the lights are going on, kulang na ng music. So if you guys want to play a tune while it's going on, diba? Para masaya. Okay. First safety feature. When the tub is off, it will beep and then it will stop. So tub is off. Beep, beep. Lights are off. It stopped working. So it turned itself off. Alright. Next safety feature. Pop this in. I'm going to remove now the water. Oh, we have some extra water here. I'm just going to ask my dad to remove the extra water. Yes, my dad is my assistant today. Thank you so much. So, okay. Okay, Tracy Aga says, what is the power consumption of the sterilizer? Is it, thank you, is it practical to use? So it takes 19 watts, it says, so pretty low, you know. It's pretty easy, pretty light on electricity. So we're going to pop this in again. Now there's no water in here. We're going to try to sterilize. Lights are on. Lights are on. We're waiting, we're waiting. Okay, Rena, I says will it extract the nutrient content of the fruits and vegetables? So no, it does not. Don't worry about that. It will not. It only sterilizes it. There. So it turns off if there is no water inside. So kapag naka-on lang siya tapos parang akala na, we accidentally pressed the buttons, let's say, and there's no water, we're leaving it to store, we didn't unplug it, it will turn off because it's not detecting any of the water. So that's another safety feature that it has. I find that very nice and helpful. So let's take a look now. Other questions here? It cannot sterilize spoons, forks, and other utensils. It can sterilize tableware, but not stainless steel ones or yung mga metal natin. Kasi na-oxidize. So we don't want to oxidize that. Okay, you can read the manual a little bit more to see the other stuff that you don't want to allow into it. So Mary Grace Alindayo says, more details please, thank you. So let's go over it again for everybody who has just popped in to the live stream. So welcome to the Concept Store live stream. We are talking about the fruit and vegetable sterilizer, also known as a multifunctional sterilizer. You can sterilize fruits and vegetables, fish and meat. You can put baby wipes in here, baby items, and other products as well. So this is the lid. Oops, there we go. This is the lid. This is the basket. Right here we have a tub. This is the tub that is separate. You can separate it from the power base. You have your the functions here that shows you. So usually for fruits and vegetables it takes 10 minutes. For fish and meat it takes about 15 minutes. And then you also have bottle holders. A bottle holder here that you pop on, if ever that's what you want to do. There's a lock feature right there if you stick it in the middle. And that's what it's going to do. So the way to use it is you first pop everything on. Make sure everything is properly put in. There we go. You'll hear the locks every time you put them in. And then you're going to pop in whatever you want to sterilize. Let's say these vegetables are here. Take out my bottle holder. And then you're going to fully submerge the items. So make sure they're fully submerged in water to make sure that every part of it will be hit by the water and the bacteria will be destroyed and everything will be sterilized properly. Okay, so yeah, those are the things that we wanted to know, the easy things that we want to know about our sterilizer. You can read more when you get one and you can read the owner's manual because you will be an owner of your own sterilizer. Again, 8,500 for the sterilizer. And if you want a 10% discount, you can use the code Jo Sebastian 10 only until 4 p.m. So if you guys want to make sure you are having safe food, because food safety is so important, especially now. Not just food safety, but safety of any equipment that you will be using for cooking and all of those things. Grab yourself a sterilizer. There's free shipping within Metro Manila, also 24-hour shipping. So you can grab one now, and you can get it by tomorrow. Do you have any questions here? Okay, no questions so far. Thank you guys for watching, everyone who is here right now. Quick note again pala, for those who weren't able to hear it, if you're gonna be sterilizing, let's say, things na nakakumpol, like a bulb of lettuce, you wanna make sure you separate your lettuce leaves so that it can get into every part of the lettuce. Yeah, kasi syempre kapag nakaganyan, sa labas-labas lang siya malilinis, di ba? Hindi siya makakapasok sa loob sa mga gitna-gitna niyan. So you wanna make sure the water can hit every surface of the item that you're cleaning. That's why you want to make sure it's fully submerged and hindi siya nakakumpol. Oh! Quick thing I almost forgot to say is that if you are using it multiple times, no, kung marami tayong mga sterilize, marami gulay, make sure there is 10-minute intervals between each use. Okay, you want to let it rest. That's a very important thing. Parang tayo lang, pagka marami tayong gagawin, kailangan rin natin mag-rest in between, no? So let it rest for about 10 minutes between each use to make sure that it is ready and will be able to sterilize whatever it is you want to sterilize. So check that out. The capacity of this is about 12, the volume of this is 12 liters. So this is 12 liters right here. Liters. Okay, anybody have any more questions so far? Okay, nothing yet. So again, this is the multifunctional sterilizer from Condura. It is there to through water electrolysis, or a new kind of technology that is going to break the bonds of your bacteria and make sure that your foods or whatever you are sterilizing is as clean and safe as possible. Food safety is very important, from your planning of your food to your preparing, your cooking, your serving, your storing. Every single step, possible contamination from physical contaminants, yung mga earrings, band-aids, buhok, no? And chemical contaminants from detergents and other cleaning materials, especially bleach. We like to bleach the surfaces of our cooking and or the places that we're on. And if ever we do put bleach, let's say, and then we decide it's not yet dry or we didn't fully clean it, so we pop on our food there, and there will be chemical contamination. So to make sure that we are reducing the risk of those things, especially biological contamination from your microorganisms, tulad ng bacteria, ng virus, and all of those things, popping it into a sterilizer will make sure we are keeping chemical and biological contaminants away. So very important, food safety is a responsibility that we all share. If somebody is cooking and they are not practicing proper food safety, there is contamination of the food that can be passed on to everyone who will try the dish. So it's very important to make sure your food is safe. Okay, so Concept Store says this product is also available on 3-month installment at 0 interest via Bill Ease. Yeah, so you just have to select the Bill Ease payment option at the website checkout. So 3 months installment. So this is 8,500 and it can go down 10% if you buy using the code Jo Sebastian 10 up to 4 p.m. today. Other thing they said is that, oh yes, it also comes with a full year warranty from the conception company. So 1 year warranty. So get it already, makukuha nyo na bukas kasi 24-hour shipping, pwede. Tapos, kapag nakita nyo na, nagamit nyo na, ma-ensure nyo na, nag-work properly, boom! You're set. You can sterilize anything that is possible to sterilize. You can even use the water. No? You can use the water for your hands, to sterilize your hands, those things. Yes, concept store is perfect for bottles and baby toys to protect the little ones from bacteria. Yan, so yung mga bottles natin, again, meron tayong bottle holder dito. 4 bottles can be put para mag-sterilize siya, mga rattles and other things. You can sterilize it. All it uses is water to remove bacteria, and you don't have to put any of those detergents or strong soaps that you're not sure if it's completely removed kapag ka tinanggal nyo na, diba? Minsan nangyayari yan kapag ka naglilinis kami ng lettuce, tapos gumagamit ng vegetable wash. Hindi mo alam kung natanggal na ba talaga yung vegetable wash, so you have to feel the texture, kung nandun pa ba, no? Okay, so we have a few minutes left, so if you have any questions, pop them on in the comment section before we head off, because this is a very, very fun product. You guys saw it lighting up. You saw it lighting up as it was sterilizing our food. That was really fun. My favorite feature of this overall. Just nagbabubble pa siya. So pretty much it is a jacuzzi for anything you are trying to sterilize. So one more thing. We'll just head back again for the safety and notes for use. Keep it away from hot items. So if your cooking pan is there, make sure you are keeping it away from that. This is plastic after all. Make sure that you are not soaking the body. So this is the body right here, the blue tub. Make sure you don't soak it in water. Make sure you store it nice and dry. Other things you want to make sure is that if you're using it for multiple times, make sure there is a 10-minute interval between use. And of course, do not sterilize metals like your stainless steel, your iron, as well as your gold and silver, because they will oxidize. Yeah. So hello again to everybody who is coming in right now. Thank you guys for coming in to see how this party in a sterilizer works. So I just want to go back to a few things that we were talking about a while ago. Food safety. Make sure everything is clean. We have to make sure that they are separated, cook, store, and safe. So when we say clean, we have to make sure the surface is clean, the equipment we use is clean, and of course, the food that we're using is clean. Separate your cooked from your uncooked food items, especially your meats. Ayaw natin ng cross-contamination. And of course, you also want to make sure to separate yung mga pag bumibili tayo, your cleaning materials from your food items. Ayaw natin ng cross-contamination again. Other things to remember is cook your food all the way through. Especially if nag-reheat tayo ng pagkain, or if we're cooking meats, make sure that the internal temperature is right. And of course, store things properly. So store hot things in hot places, or keep hot foods hot, and keep cold foods cold. We have a temperature danger zone, which is 4 degrees to 60 degrees Celsius. And if you're keeping your food too long at that temperature, the bacterial growth there is favorable. Kasi yun yung temperature na gustong-gusto nila. So if kung you like cold temperatures, so you go to a snowy place, yung bacteria gusto nila ng 4 degrees to 60 degrees Celsius. And the last one is, of course, to buy safe food, buy safe produce, make sure you're consuming safe water, and making sure that the sources you're getting your food from are safe. So proper food safety from proper cleaning, separation, cooking, storing, and of course, safe. Okay, we have a question here. Can it sterilize a reusable cloth mask? Well, it can sterilize anything but metals. So it depends on your cloth mask if you feel like it would be good in the soak environment. Mainit ba yung water niya after sterilizing the veggies? Asked by Al Costrado. No, it's not. I forgot to say, you can actually use any temperature of water, and any temperature of water will work here. It does not get hot, so of course hindi natin gusto uminit siya kasi plastic rin to. So that's how you keep it rin from hot things. You keep it away from hot things. Can this sterilize the rubber part of the baby bottle too? Yes, it can. So it can sterilize anything but metals. So make sure not to put metals inside, because it works through water electrolysis again. And water electrolysis separates your water into hydrogen and a hydroxyl ion. so that the hydroxyl ion can attack the bacteria. And hydroxyl ions oxidize your metals. Kaya importante na we don't put metals in our sterilizer. So Arthur William Baby test is going to be used for silicone bottles. Yes, it can. So, yep, this is our vegetable sterilizer from Condura. Again, we are here on the Concept Store Facebook page. Concept Store is by the Conception Company, and they're all about redefining your concept of living and living the possibilities of having safe and sterile food. So we sterilize the food, we made sure it's nice and sterilized, so now we have the opportunity to feel a little bit more comfortable that we are not going to have any biological or chemical contaminants in our food. So this vegetable multifunctional sterilizer is 8,500 pesos, and you can even have a 10% off if you use the code Jo Sebastian 10 up to 4 p.m. So konti na lang yung window of opportunity natin for that 10% off. So buy your sterilizer now. You can definitely use the 3-month installment if you use the bill ease mode during payment. Yeah. So 3-month installment so you can make sure you and your family is safe and clean and sterilized. Yeah. Okay, we don't have any questions so far. Okay, so Concept Store delivers within 24 hours. And of course, free shipping within Metro Manila. Last thing I wanted to note, I almost forgot to say, is that you want to make sure that when we're using this, hindi greasy yung mga products na nalagay natin. So kapag meron tayong greasy products, remove muna natin yung grease nun before we pop it in here. So just like our hands, when we sanitize our hands with alcohol, it's extra clean if we first soap and then alcohol. Because at first you remove all of the dirt and extra bacteria that's there. And then when you pop on the alcohol, everything left, and it'll make sure that it's super duper clean. So same goes with this. Wash off first the excess dirt and the grease before you pop it in. So this is the last step to making sure that your food is safe and your items are safe, sterile, and clean. Okay? So yes, this is our fruit and vegetable sterilizer. The parts, one last time we have is the lid, baby bottle holder, hindi naman kailangan ng baby bottle lang. Zucchinis do not come with the sterilizer. And then we have here the basket. Then you have the tub. You have the power base here, and of course, you have yung saksakan natin right there. So there we go. Pop it in. Everything is popped on. Close it up. Oops. Super easy to use. Plug it in. Put your stuff in. Submerge it in water. Press the on button. Press your setting, and it will start right away. You'll find out it's starting when the lights are going on, the bubbles are going on, and the water electrolysis is happening. So that is how you use your vegetable and fruit sterilizer, otherwise known as a multi-purpose sterilizer, because not only is it for fruits and vegetables, you can use fish and meat, you can pop in your baby items, you can pop on tableware, you can wash tableware here as well. And you can even use the water for extra sterilization on your own hands. Okay, so yes, Concept Store said it should be okay for silicone bottles. It definitely works for a bunch of stuff. So if you guys want to start sterilizing the things in your house, especially your food that we put into our bodies, diba super important na malinis siya, you can definitely grab yourself one of these, and that will definitely elevate, of course, your overall living and allow you to live the possibilities of feeling safer, of feeling like you are, of course, being taken care of, you're taking care of your body. So this is the ultimate clean eating, guys. Yung clean eating na diet na alam natin yan na nagpapabawal ng mga pagkain na gusto natin, huwag na tayo dun. Itong clean eating na lang, na we're making sure na malinis yung kinakain natin. So, that's all the time we have today for this session. Again, I want to thank you all for coming. and for watching. If you want to watch the replay, if you want to send it to your friends or anything like that, then go ahead and pop off this link to them. Thank you for watching, and thank you for visiting the Concept Store Facebook page. You can also check out their communities, Viber and Facebook Concept Store community. So you can find out all of the latest things that are there, all of the new products and all of those things that you can get. So you can also get this, which is 8,500 pesos, but it is 10% off if you use the code Jo Sebastian 10. Free shipping within Metro Manila, and of course, 24-hour shipping. So thank you guys, and if you plan to grab your sterilizer, get them now because the code will only work until 4 p.m. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in another session to learn more about living the possibilities with Concept Store. So thank you guys. Bye!